Hi, Adam here with Inspired LED to talk to you today about our new multi-zone dimmer with our wireless remote. The multi-zone dimmer is a great device for syncing multiple remotes to the same system. For today's demonstration, I will be showing you how to install and program 3 separate zones to your remote. Let's get started. When you purchase the receiver, it will come with wires already terminated to both terminals. This makes for an easy plug-and-play connection for both your power supply and LEDs. However, for this demonstration, I will also be showcasing how to terminate the wires for those wishing to use their own wire leads for their project. First, I will teach you how to connect your LEDs to your receiver. On one side of your receiver, you will see a 5.5mm jack and 2 wire terminals. This side will be used to terminate your power supply. Now, if you already have a power supply with a 5.5mm male lead on the end, terminating is just as simple as plugging it in. If you are terminating with wire leads, it is important that you terminate your wires to the matching polarity on your receiver. The wire terminal polarity is marked at the top of your receiver. Your wire polarity will vary depending on your power supply, but in this case, red is positive and black is negative. To terminate these wires, you will turn your RF receiver over, loosen the screws to open the wire terminals, insert your wires, retighten the screws, and your power supply is ready to go. Now let's install our LEDs. If you look at the adjacent side of your receiver, you will see 4 wire terminals. For this demo, we will be utilizing 2 of them. If you look on the top of your receiver, you will see the terminals marked as either a positive or a negative. Just like the wire leads of your power supply, you want to make sure the polarity matches. Your positive wire into the positive terminal and the negative into the negative terminal. Matching the polarity is extremely important. If the polarity does not match, then the LEDs will not work. Now you will simply follow the same steps for termination as outlined before. Plug in your power supply and then watch your LEDs come to life. You will follow these same steps when terminating your other 2 receivers. Once all of your receivers are terminated and the LEDs are on, you are ready to program your remote. First, let's take a look at the buttons on your remote. At the top, you will see 2 buttons. These are your master on and off controls. Below that is a black wheel for dimming your LEDs, and below that, you will see 4 numbered buttons. These are your zoning buttons and what you will use to program your receivers. Programming is very simple. First, you will disconnect your receiver from the power supply. This step is very important. If you unplug your LEDs from your receiver, then the programming will not work. Once you have unplugged your receiver, place your thumb on the power portion of your Zone 1 button on your remote. You will then reconnect power and immediately click the button. If your LEDs blink 3 times, then you have a successful program. You will now be able to control your lights using either the zone button itself or the black wheel. Follow these same steps to sync your other receivers to your Zone 2, Zone 3, and Zone 4 buttons. Once they are all programmed, you will be able to control each zone individually by clicking one of the zone buttons. If you would like to turn all your receivers on or off, you can use the 2 power buttons at the top of your remote. You can also program 2 receivers to one zone by following the same steps, but instead of unplugging one receiver, you will unplug 2. Now, what if you accidentally programmed your receiver to the wrong zone on your remote? Don't worry, unprogramming is just as easy as programming. To start, you will follow the same steps as if you were programming. Disconnect the receiver from power, place your thumb on the zoning button, and then plug them back in. This time, instead of clicking just once to program, you will click your zoning power button 5 times fast to deprogram. In response, your LEDs will blink 10 times, indicating that the deprogramming was successful. That's all the information I have for you today on our multi-zone dimmer. I know it's a lot of information, and if you have any additional questions, you can email us at orders@inspiredled.com or give us a call at 480-941-4286.